Let's continue our breakdown of the greatest Green Lantern of them all, Hal Jordan. And today we're going to continue the breakdown with hacks and abilities. However, I'm going to be doing multiple videos for hacks and abilities because Hal Jordan has so many of them. The stuff that ring can do, especially on Hal's hand, is near endless and limitless. So today we're going to be focusing on phasing and healing. Let's just get right down to it. Starting things off, Green Lantern Emerald Dawn, issue number 2. We see Hal Jordan is phasing right through this glass window. Next, in his sequel, Green Lantern Emerald Dawn 2, issue number 2, we see once again Hal Jordan flying and phasing right through a concrete wall, coming out on the other side. In Green Lantern, issue number 44, we see Hal Jordan phase through the hand of this destroyer and knocking him right in the face. Green Lantern, issue number 30, once again, we see Hal Jordan phase through the ceiling of this building. But this is nothing new. Hal's been phasing through stuff since his inception, back in Showcase Presents, issue number 22, where Hal Jordan phases right through a wall. And if you want to go to Green Lantern, issue number 3, we see here, not only is Hal Jordan phasing through this wall, but he's also traveling between dimensions to Cord. And as impressive as it is that Hal Jordan can phase through objects, his ability to heal himself is equally impressive. As we see in Green Lantern, issue number 56, Hal Jordan is blind, but he fixes this by simply using his power ring to regain his sight. We see in Green Lantern, issue number 38, while riddled with poisons and chemicals, Hal Jordan uses his ring to become completely healthy. He even drains the chemicals out of the ring. But if you want just a broad stroke, we can look at Green Lantern, issue 167, where while in battle, Green Lantern just puts his ring to his chest and heals himself back up. You know what's wild? Know when a Green Lantern dies, their ring goes off their finger and finds a replacement? Well, that's not always the case, especially for Hal. We've seen that the Green Lantern ring can actually be used to resurrect a Green Lantern. Take, for example, in Green Lantern, issue number 20, here, Hal Jordan is dead. He is a Black Lantern. However, despite this, the Green Lantern ring locks onto him, sees him as worthy of being part of the Green Lantern Corps, and completely resurrects his body. And if you want consistency, if we look at Green Lantern Rebirth, issue number 4, Hal Jordan's soul is about to pass into the unknown. However, he follows the energy of Ganthet. He uses this energy to guide his soul away from the afterlife. Now, as we see here, his lantern ring comes off of Green Arrow's hand, flies over to Hal Jordan's dead body, resurrecting it and rejuvenating it, bringing it back to life, giving Hal Jordan's soul a healthy, living body to inhabit, and resurrects the greatest Green Lantern of them all. This is not an isolated event for Hal Jordan. Take, for example, Justice League, issue number 50, where Jessica Cruz is dead, a casualty of the Darkseid War. However, the Green Lantern ring deems her worthy and resurrects her as a member of the Corps. Now, when it comes down to Hal Jordan's ring resurrecting him twice, it's never fully explained. Because the point of a Green Lantern ring is when the lantern dies, the ring goes off and finds a new user. But as we saw with Hal Jordan twice, he was brought back to life by the ring. Maybe the criteria of his soul being in the body needs to be met for this to happen, because typically when lanterns die, their soul goes into the Emerald Unknown. But regardless if that's a requirement, that his soul has to be in the body, the fact that the lantern ring can completely rejuvenate a body from the state of being dead back to perfect health is a feat in of itself. And although Hal Jordan can't willingly bring himself back to life like a phoenix down, which would be cool, the fact that that ring has the power to do that level of regeneration and rejuvenation along with the consistency that we saw of the ring being able to heal its user, that alone is impressive. Like I said, I'm going to have to do multiple videos when it comes down to hacks and abilities for Hal. There's just too many of them, and they're way too impressive. But as you saw in this video, we see consistency since his very first issue of him being able to phase. On top of that, we've seen consistency of his ring being able to heal, rejuvenate, or revive him, whether it's a status effect like him being blind, whether it's him having chemicals or poisons rolling through his body, whether it's just general healing like him being hurt and just rejuvenating himself, or even under certain circumstances where the criteria is met, that he can resurrect himself back with his ring. This all goes back to what I said in the beginning. Hal Jordan is the greatest Green Lantern of them all.